Automation is a hallmark of modern life, transforming our jobs and simplifying our chores. It exists, unsurprisingly, in personal finance too, in the form of automatic bill payments, AutoPay for short. This leads curious money nerds like me to ask, is sitting down and paying the bills a job we want the machines to take from us? The biggest appeal of AutoPay is the most obvious one. It saves you having to remember to pay your bills on time. It takes time to work out routines and reminder systems, and in the meantime, AutoPay gives you one less thing to worry about. It's convenience at the cost of control. If, when, and how much you pay is usually set in stone with an AutoPay system. This makes it best for expenses that are fixed, essential, and recur on a regular basis. Obviously, not every expense you're able to put on AutoPay meets this profile. You also carry the risk of money being withdrawn when you don't have enough. The overdraft fee, the most fearsome of the bank fees, awaits those who use AutoPay hooked up to a low balance checking account. If that's you, you need to keep a close eye on when all your bills come due and exactly how much money is in your accounts. Wait, isn't that just like having to keep track of your bills when you're paying manually? Yep, and you might find their security a bit underwhelming too. In the EU, UK, and US, companies must explicitly ask for permission to keep your payment information on file. If you pay your bills online without opting into that, you're safe if that company suffers a data breach. When you sign up for AutoPay, you waive that safety. Side note, credit cards usually have better fraud protection than debit cards. So if you do decide to use AutoPay, use a credit card. Plus, you get to reap those sweet rewards. Another thing to consider is that automatic payments might be easier to get into than out of. Some subscriptions are harder to cancel than a celebrity on Twitter, and that's by design. These companies win by frustrating you into compliance. Don't let them. But if you're not getting anywhere with the folks who sold you a subscription, you can take it up directly with your bank. A stop payment order will put an end to it, but it needs to be done several days or even weeks in advance. Finally, there's something to be said for good old-fashioned bill paying fun. I'm not talking old-fashioned as in checks, those are less secure than AutoPay, but paying your bills manually. Seeing that money go out knowing you sent it forces you to consider whether what you're paying for is something you really need in your life. And if it's not a static expense, how you can get it lowered. While other financial tools I've discussed are more like a knife, highly useful but dangerous if mishandled, AutoPay is more like a crutch. Useful if you're getting used to paying bills for the first time or setting up your own bill payment schedule, but can be more trouble than they're worth once you're on your feet. At that point, the bots can leave this job to us. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, you can subscribe, check out my other stuff, or do an engagement by smashing those like or comment buttons. Whatever you choose, remember that while adulting may be scary, we're all in this together.